Great, it's just some random guy.
Hello. I hope it's okay. I just came through this, oh, just closed.
Hope you all enjoyed my new intro there, you know. Took a while to make, and that will be the intro for every video now because it slaps like there's no denying. But today, we're going to be talking about how the black suit will work within Marvel Spider-Man 2. Kicking it off with how the suit will look now. A lot of people, including myself, think that they're just going to recolour the advanced suit because it already has the white spider logo on the front and the back. And to be honest, I wouldn't even mind if they did this because it looks pretty nice when you just recolour it black, but it's kind of lazy. I mean, one thing they could do is recolour it black and then maybe like extend the logo so it goes over his shoulders. But I think what I'd like to see is, instead of recolouring the advanced suit, make a whole new black suit, make it so it's matte black, like actually black, not purple, not pink, just black, and make it look alive, like it's actually moving along his body, because at the end of the day it is a living organism. So yeah, the reason why I say it has to be black is because it is called the black suit. I know the ultimate black suit is purple, and I know that some iterations it's blue, which makes no sense, but has to be black. It would look amazing in the Insomniac Spider-Man universe if it was matte black. I can picture it right now. It'd look amazing. Now as for Miles, if he somehow gets the black suit, which would be pretty cool to be fair, I feel like what they should do is make it so it maintains that red and black Miles Morales colour combo, but maybe make it so there's like faint red veins going through the black suit and make it look very like demonic. Like I feel like Miles's black suit would just be even cooler, but I can't see that happening, so I'm gonna get off this topic now. Now as for how the black suit will work within the story of the game, I think of the more obvious answer would be Harry. It comes from Harry because Harry's got the symbiote right now, but when I think about that, it just doesn't make sense. Like does Peter go inside Oscorp and find that secret lab that Harry's being held in, and it somehow latches onto Peter and he blacks out, and then boom, he's in the black suit? Or does Harry become Venom, Peter fights him and then gets the black suit? I still can't see that happening, because wouldn't Peter see the black suit as a bad thing while he's fighting Harry? Like why would he even take it off Harry if he knows what it's doing to him? So my theory is Harry will kind of become Venom, but obviously because Harry is a weak host and he's dying, it's not really working, and so the symbiote will detach itself from Harry, and throughout the story we'll see it finding its way to Peter, and then Peter finally gets it and he's like, whoa, what the hell is this power? And you know, it'll turn him into typical moody, angry Peter. He's not pulling his punches. Miles probably notices it, has a go at him. And, you know, everyone's hating Peter, but Peter's loving the power.
Look at little Goblin Jr. Gonna cry?
But then something snaps him out of it, he gets rid of it, and then I reckon it'll end up on Eddie Brock, or maybe Harry again, and Harry fully becomes Venom then. But we'll have to see. I mean, if it's gonna be Harry or Eddie, I don't care, we're getting Venom, that's all that matters. Moving on to how it's gonna play a factor into how the traversal works in the game. So like the leaks suggested in the other video, there's going to be a tendril ability. So my theory is, like I said in the other video, while you're swinging and you run out of web zips, maybe you can whip out the symbiote tendril to pull yourself further. Or maybe it's a simple just swing speed increase, like maybe you just go really fast, and like maybe the animation while you're swinging is really aggressive. And yeah, but I don't know how the black suit will affect traversal that much. I can't really see it doing too much, maybe just increasing the speed. Moving on to the final segment of the video, how will the black suit affect the combat? Now, assuming that there's co-op takedowns with Miles and Peter, maybe when Peter has the black suit and Miles isn't really like fond of Peter anymore, maybe the symbiote acts as that second player in combat. Maybe like there's a few takedowns where the symbiote works with Peter to take down an enemy, kind of like how Miles and Peter would work to take an enemy. A lot of people want the combat to be like Web of Shadows, and although that would be incredible because the combat in Web of Shadows is by far easily the best combat we've seen in a Spider-Man game, I just don't think Insomniac are going to do that. It just wouldn't fit in that universe, and to be honest, even if they tried, I don't think they could top it. But I do believe they'll do it their own style, they'll do it their own way, and it'll be on par with the Web of Shadows combat. Now, hopefully they don't just reskin the iron arms and change it into symbiote tentacles and just call it a day. Like, hopefully they don't just reanimate suit abilities and change them into symbiote tendrils and just say, oh yeah, black suit combat. I want them to go in depth. I want them to maybe like, so say if you're in a stealth situation and you get caught, you can let out like symbiote smoke and get out of there and remain undetected, kind of like how in the Arkham games you can throw down a smoke pellet. Or say if you're in normal combat, I want the animations to be brutal, like maybe like Spider-Man whips someone towards him with the symbiote tendril and then grabs him by the throat and choke slams him. Or maybe as like the suit ability, it's like a rage mode, and so the more you fight, the stronger the rage mode builds up, and then boom, you just release it all and just unleash on all the enemies, kind of like how in Spider-Man 3 you had a rage meter and then you activated it and your combos would just become even more deadlier. I want full on brutality, and I want all the side characters and even the criminals themselves notice it. Like maybe if you're swinging through the city and you hear like a criminal conversation, maybe they're talking about how Spider-Man doesn't pull his punches anymore, and like I want the world to like, I want the world around Peter to like notice what he's becoming. Like, so maybe when you land on the ground, and usually in Spider-Man PS4 you can interact with the civilians by taking photos and like waving at them, but maybe when you have the black suit, they're scared of you and they run away and they don't interact with you. And yeah, I just feel like that adds a lot of atmosphere to the game. That is everything I've got to say about how I think the black suit will be handled in Marvel Spider-Man 2. So I'll see you in the next video.